Test. Hello. Alright, yeah, it looks like we're live. Sweet. I'm sending out stream announcements, and then we'll dive in. I wasn't paying much attention, and this queue went fairly fast. It does look like we're in a normal time speed game, though, so that means I have a little bit longer than normal. Okay. Cards are maybe a little big to start the draft. We are fourth seat. We are playing against Doe, Zulu, and Blue Sky. Doe has not played much, but is a fairly new account, so could be an alt. Also has leave penalties, so who knows? That doesn't look great. Zulu played quite a bit, reasonably good. Blue Sky played quite a bit, quite good. So, arguably, I am sitting in the exact wrong player order and am fourth seat. So, we don't love that. The things we do like, this pack is kind of nuts. There's a Field Watchman, there's a Wood Barter, there's a Childless, all very good. Field Fences and Wood Cart are both quite strong. It really hurts to not take Childless, but fourth seat Childless is just so... It just so can get stuffed that I think I'm not taking it. I don't believe in taking Field Watchman first much anymore, but Field Watchman with Field Fences seems pretty good. I mean, 4-seat Field Watchman has this slight issue also of, like, you might not get to play it until round 2, but, like, it's still probably the stronger card for 4-seat. And I also like Wood Barter a lot. Wood Barter is quite good. But I think Field Watchman Field Fences has to be too good. So I think I'm actually going to go with that for once, and then hope to get rewarded with Field Watchman cards. Which I guess Livestock Feeder technically is a thing, but like, yikes, that's not the dream. Minor improvements, not a lot are great. I mean, mini pasture is okay-ish. Really, I want some baked bread. I love like a bread paddle. I would love a baker. I think one of the big issues for Field Watch for this set is the lack of extra bake actions for... There's like no minor improvement ovens. There's no minor improvements that just give bake actions. There are minor improvements that let you bake when you plow, but you don't want to do that as Field Watchman, so... I do like Lumber Mill in general quite a bit, although Field Watchman I want to spend stone on ovens. Aquawise, Winter Caretaker is the best occupation, and it gives... Well, actually, Brushwood Collector for Field Watchman might be okay. It could be tough to get Reed as Field Watchman. And instead I could just take a bunch of wood, potentially, with Brushwood. I mean, this is really just, like, the grain doesn't matter on this card, so it becomes a bit worse, like you're just buying vegetables. So Brushwood Collector's probably okay. I like Lumber Mill quite a bit. I'm just not convinced I need mini pasture when I already have like field fences to make. I mean, this would let me fence a little bit. I would need like no wood for fences, but I'm gonna go Lumber Mill. I just think it's a stronger card on average. But yeah, this is not great yet. I passed Childless and Wood Barter and a Wood Cart, so that's a little scary. I'm passing a mini pasture, so the game looks very wood rich. Actually, the game's like very wood rich thus far. Wood Barter. I think the last pack even had a hedge keeper, so like there's Wood Barter, hedge keeper, field fences, mini pasture, wood cart. Oh, we hit straw thatched roof though. Well, we don't need the brushwood collector anymore because now we have straw thatched roof, which is the dream card for Field Watchman. So we no longer need Reed in our game at all. Lovely. The rest of these cards are not particularly great. I mean, the Animal Dealer's probably okay. I might be able to actually just build a hearth. I undervalue hearth baking with Field Watchman in this set. But just building a hearth and being able to bake the grain on So Bake with Field Watchman is probably fine. And then Animal Dealer's okay. Animal Dealer, if the Pet Lover comes back, is like also like a kind of dumb fun combo, actually. Oh, it's too many actions for me to set up probably, but okay. This is looking okay. This is looking okay. Um Aqua yeah, the rest of these I don't care about. Half Timbered House is a little sad to be passing. Flail is the extra bake actions I was talking about, but not in the way I actually want them. Hey Schmog, good morning. Welcome. We're actually running a field watching game, which is rare. I passed a childless. Kudos for playing this early. Oh my god, this is not even early. This is not even early. It's already like past 8 o'clock. Yeah, it's 8:30 my time. Like, whatever. I usually wake up around 5 to 5:30, go to the gym, play with my dog, do other stuff. This morning I was doing some other stuff. We could have already got like a game or two in. I mean, I was actually doing other things other than playing, but yeah. Um, the game also looks fairly plow rich at the moment with Plowman in the game. Also, I'm not plowing on the plow space, so I think it's a wood rich game. It's a plow rich game. Woodfield is kind of fun with Field Watchman. The rest of these cards probably don't do enough. Like Lasso Animal Dealers, like not really a thing. Schnapps Distillery doesn't look good here. So yeah, it's probably Woodfield. Woodfield could actually be some extra wood. Not that I need it, but also just a point for a food for a point is also just like the best card here. I might have the food for adoptive parents, but I hate the tempo on it, so probably not that. I guess Sheepwalker. Sheepwalker could give me vegetables, and it could give me stone and stuff. It'll make me slightly sad and actually keep the other thing. I mean, organic's okay-ish, but I kind of want to run Animal Dealer, and if I'm running Animal Dealer, I probably have enough animals that I'm not going to have the extra capacity, so I think I'll run Sheepwalker. Passing organic could be decent for one of the players that has a ton of wood, but muckrake's occasionally okay, although it doesn't combo with organic, so that's fine. The rest of these cards I don't care about. I mean, the lasso I guess can get annoying, but if lasso's in the game, animal pairs disappear faster, so then animal dealer becomes stronger. Although lasso might be stronger if somebody else plays pet lover. If somebody else plays pet lover and actually uses pet lover, then there's more pairs on the board, so then lasso actually has some advantages in grabbing those pairs. And if I'm gonna go with a hearth game plan, which I think I am going for a hearth, I think this is Field Watchman with a hearth is actually the preferred answer here. And then eventually I could do a huge so bake in the mid game and just bake like 6 grain at once. Probably. That's probably what's gonna happen here, but we'll see. We definitely need to get Ock in round 1 or 2 because we want to grain plow 3 times in stage 1 and sow all the grain. So if we get Ock blocked a bunch early, that part is gonna suck. And I also don't actually want Reedstone food actions, so that part's weird too, but you ended up with an early hearth. Would baking 3 for 9 ever be bad? I don't think it's awful, but I think it's underwhelming. Especially if it's just purely baking 3 for 9. Now, if you're baking 3 and like sowing 1 or 2, I think that's totally a fine action. And I answered it already. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the chat. But yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's okay to just bake 3. I think you'd prefer to have it be more than just purely bake 3. Because at that point, you're really only netting 6 food. But I mean, netting 6 food is still a good action too, right? But you could always eat a grain raw. So cooking a grain in a hearth is really just a +2 food action per grain. But again, I think oven pressure in this set can be rough. And also, like the clay oven, while it's very efficient, you can't bake a ton of grain at once. And I think that's the biggest issue in this set is that there's just not enough baked bread actions, and there's no minor improvement ovens. So I think original edition Field Watcher was stronger because of some of those options. Okay, so the cards that came back all look pretty useless to us. Um, Unless I want to pull off Field Watchman plus Freemason nonsense. Is that ever good? 2 stone around is kind of hilarious. But... God, I'm mildly tempted to do really dumb things with Freemason. But it's probably too slow and too dumb. Yeah, it's too dumb. It's just too dumb. I probably just take Hedgekeeper. Hedgekeeper actually combos with field fences. Um, it's one of the few combos that actually works. So like field fences plus Hedgekeeper works, and it lets me much more aggressively build 2 wooden rooms, or even 3 wooden rooms, and still be able to fence, and then I can catch up on animals with Animal Dealer. So I really just have to make sure to have enough food. Yeah, Hedgekeeper's fine. These other cards all pretty bad. I don't intend to reno fast. I definitely don't need to. I mean, Pitchfork I guess is a combo card for Field Watcher. This could actually be a bit of extra food. So like spending a wood for some food is actually maybe not terrible. I was tempted to just take Sheepwell though, but actually with Lumber Mill, Pitchfork might even be free at a certain point. Huh. In the late game, actually, this is probably just like 6 food, because I eventually will be taking grain and plowing some extra fields. Like, I'm going to take grain and plow 3 early fields, but then the other fields come kind of late. I tend to like 2 stone for 2 points, just in case the game's very stone rich, but I've not seen a huge reason for the game to be stone rich. Maybe Pitchfork's actually okay here. Plus, I mean, just in case somebody else is actually going to try to use Pitchfork on me, maybe it's correct just to make sure nothing happens. Here these cards are awful. All of these cards are just bad. Like, they all like give me food. I don't need food. Wildlife Reserve off of Lumber Mill is maybe a wood for a point, which is okay. I'm never playing these cards, so what card do I want to take out of the game? I guess Wall Builder. Maybe I just don't want other people building too many rooms. But I'm not playing these. I'm not playing that Ock almost ever. I'm also never playing Brushwood Collector. We're clearly just trying to play Field Watchman. I might eventually play Hedgekeeper. I might play Animal Dealer. Might play Sheepwalker. Our miners, though, are quite playable. Straw Thatch is getting played. Woodfield will get played. Field Fences eventually gets played. Pitchfork is probably worth playing. Lumber Mill is always nice to play, although it's not saving me much wood in this hand, but... we definitely don't need Plowman. I'm surprised nobody else needs Plowman, though. That's more interesting. I probably don't have time to ever play Puppeteer, but whatever. 3 field rotation. I'm not sure when I'll have 3 ox, but this also could be some food. Otherwise, this is potentially off of Lumber Mill, just like a 2 food miner, which is probably fine. Plus, it means I could actually plow bake at a certain point, or plow sow bake, which could actually be useful instead of having to take grain seeds. I could block plow much more defensively on others. Yeah, let's take flail. It might have some interesting tactical uses. Alright. That looks like our normal view. Ock first action, which is pretty standard with slightly, like, Doe is the weakest player at the table, so Ocking early is often what players will do. I would really prefer to get Ock in round 1. Oof. I think that's a first pick Geologist. I don't remember Geologist, so that's not a good sign. Although I passed Bellfounder. Geologist Bellfounder is actually a thing, though. Wow, we get Reedstone food. That's like so sad. The last thing I need is Reedstone food. This is classic 4-seat problems. You don't actually really have a choice on what you pick, and you get the thing you need the least, which is Reedstone food. I wanted to play Field Watchman. Don't play excavator early either. Early excavator's so bad. Excavating's so bad. I think excavator's quite a weak card. I think people get trapped all the time by thinking this is good and it's not. But oh well. Zulu looks like they're gonna start player. They took 3 wood. Oh, or the childless. No, Zulu's taking 1 reed. The childless made it to Zulu, of course. Doe did not take childless. Zulu is absolutely taking 1 reed here. Zulu's childless. Um, that means I probably get 2 wood at least. 2 wood is a nice action here. Like presumably purple's excavating, so I at least get 2 wood, and I'm pretty content with that. Geologist following it up with a 2 clay action is pretty sad. Oh, purple's actually just gonna start player. Okay, that's fine by me too. That guarantees me Ock next round, which is good. Reed, Hatted, Toad. Okay, so I mean that's decent for excavator at least, because you need Reed. But God, the Reed comes so slow. Why even play excavator? Just take Reed if you need Reed. Take Reedstone food. It's so much better. I don't understand. I mean, actually, completely honestly, taking Reedstone food into start player Toad into Freeok Excavator legitimately seems better than this. But I guess we gotta play more Ox because we actually have day labor combos. No, we just need to get Charcoal Burner out because okay, whatever. I don't know, whatever. They're playing Ox. I need to play an Ox too, or I could play Field Watchman later this game. I could just prioritize room parts. And play normal for a little bit. Is that ever better here than just hardlining Field Watchman plus Straw Thatched? God, it's kind of crazy. Is it possibly right to just delay Straw Thatched? Field Watchman plus Straw Thatched has to be too much value, right? Just. I always hate ignoring the board though when other people are setting up weird stuff. Zulu's building an early room anyhow, though, because of childless. So pushing room doesn't really work because Zulu's gonna have a room. Yeah, I should just Field Watchman here, even though it's not free. Ox are high commodity for some reason, as always. I really hate these games sometimes, though, where I think Ox should be a lot more free than it is. But to be fair, like I would expect Red to have a Bell Founder. Geologist Bell Founder is like a thing. Zulu getting Reedstone food here is pretty gross. And yeah, the board is just going to become rich because now we are going to day labor. I'm going to grain seeds. So the board's just going to get ridiculous, but so be it. So be it. God, I'm really sad I had to take Reedstone food though in round 1 too. Like, just what garbage. Like, why do I keep pulling Force Seat and then not getting the actions I want? We're trying to make it hard on me, I guess, is the answer. But like, bleh, bleh. It turns out I probably could have been running Childless, by the way. I actually got Reedstone food 2 wood in round 1, so apparently I should have first picked Childless instead of first picking Field Watchman. But how the hell can you know that you're gonna get Reedstone food 2 wood and see? Well, and if I don't pass the Childless, I probably don't because then Zulu's not opening 3 wood. Really sad I had to take Reedstone food first for this stream. Yeah, that's true. That is a first for this stream. That's not a thing we say. Doe takes a Reed and a Clay this round, which makes me mega sad because Doe could have taken a Reed and a Clay in round 1 and made Zulu's Childless a lot harder. But no, there's no justice in the world. Everything's misery. It's fine. I'm probably eating 1 raw grain this harvest. Well, I could take 4 clay here. Taking 4 clay here to try to lock up a hearth and stuff later is totally fine. I mean, I probably should be taking wood and worried about room parts, but screw that. I will take 4 clay and then just grain plow, sow as the rest of my stage 1. And then I can think about hearth. I can think about clay oven. I'll try to get wood stacks starting round 5 and 6. We just hope that it's not early growth. Even if it is early growth, we hope we have enough combos here. I also plowed in the wrong spot. I'm sorry to say. I wasn't thinking about it, but this is actually really bad. I'm actually really sad about where I plowed. I have field fences. With field fences, you're supposed to be plowing like this. I just defaulted to how I normally plow without thinking about it, but I'm costing myself some efficiency this game, so that's bad. That's quite bad. But free Ock childless because again, yeah, we had crazy Ock pressure early. Excavators adding resources to the game because excavator sucks. Why are you excavating? You need reed. Take the goddamn reedstone food action. Stop excavating in stage one, people. Stop paying for stone in stage one. It's not good. It's not good. Taking grain does come with a field this time. Yeah. compared to our last fourth seat stream at least, but team. I kind of hate that I'm running field watch with life here. Maybe I should have just played a stupid normal game. I'm just getting handed reedstone food actions if I wanted them. Life could have been and would have been great. Wow, we're playing as stage one bottles. Okay, sure we are. Um, whatever. This game's this game could just be rough. It's not. Whatever. We have a we have field watch and straw thatch drift. Can't go that bad. We have an excavator adding extra resources to the game. Whatever. Um, the food is pretty rich, but Red's eating most of it here. Although no, the excavator's quasi adding food because they're day laboring a bunch. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Things are fine. Things are fine. Not taking 4 wood this round is unfortunate. The wood tempo is going to be really bad. Not taking wood this round is going to be pretty sad. But this really just loops back to the I had to take Reedstone food in round one instead of getting to play field watching and grain plowing. And that is where this is super hurtful because if I could have played field watching in round one, now I'd be getting 4 wood this round. So instead of Reedstone food, I'd have 4 wood. I would make that trade every day with this hand. Excavator gets to read. Other people are taking more read. And I'm ignoring all of the wood, which is so sad because wood is what I need. But the 3 grain fields, it's too good to ignore. Too good to ignore. I'm not even sure I want clay oven with this hand. That was an interesting thing I talked about much earlier this game, but I'm not convinced clay oven's good. I think hearth might just be better. Hearth plus animal dealer, hearth plus getting to just do one big bake action. Um, clay oven is like awkward because how many times do I want to actually go to the stupid so bake space? The answer is I don't really. So I'm not convinced. I'm pretty sure I'm going to 4 clay hearth. But we'll see. Hearth is absolutely better. That's what I suspect. I suspect just hearthing is better, but geologist is potentially, yeah, choosing to take a clay over a wood, which is like fine, but no, it takes a bunch more clay, sure. Okay, I'm so sad that I can't take the wood piles. I'm so sad I can't take the wood piles. There's also a stone oven for later. Yeah, stone oven is still totally fine, actually. Stone oven is pretty legit. If I could get stone oven, I'd be happy. Yeah. Stone oven would make me quite happy. I would also be thrilled if I wasn't last here. God, this is so sad. 6 wood is gonna go to this geologist player. 5 wood is gonna go to Zulu. I'm gonna not be able to take wood here. This is why I hate I hate not playing the board sometimes because oh my god, I'm locked into doing this. But I just hate leaving value on the board for others because everybody else is doing nonsense. Like this excavator is such a cloudy, stupid. This is stupid, and instead, like I'm doing. I want to be the guy doing slightly cloudy. It's not cloudy. It's like what I'm doing is good in my opinion. What other people are doing is I just think it's bad. I think it's bad compared to just playing the board. I think they're taking bad actions, and I want to be benefiting from them, but I can't because I'm locked into a sequence. I'm not flexible. Oh, it pains me. Oh my god, the actions on this board are so good, so good. Ugh. Getting wood stuffed here is so sad. So sad. Oh my god, Zulu's getting 6 wood. Red, what the hell are you doing, bro? What the hell are you doing? You're playing clay plaster so you can reno. You're playing clay plaster so you can reno. This is a clay plaster game plan. Sure. You also need reed. Don't understand. Oh, I don't understand. I'm not playing with strong players, and it's frustrating me because I'm locked into a stupid 4-seat strat. But it should still be strong. It should still be fine. But I'm definitely frustrated about my recent. I'm frustrated about my recent start. Like, my recent games are just like this. I just wish I was in a different seat and playing like a regular game. If I was just like first seat this game and could have drafted Woodbarter, Woodcart, and I would have been handed like all this value from my opponents, I'd feel so much better. But I took a strategy where I'm like, oh, as long as people can test the board properly, I can run Field Watch and Straw Thatched Roof as an acceptable fourth seat like alternative. But okay, I at least get 5 wood. I get 5 wood because despite all my at least everybody's taking enough weak actions. Sign me up. 5 wood's incredible for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't get 5 food. That part's a bit sad. I was potentially also gonna just take 5 food on the wheel. It might need to be a clay oven now just to feed, because my feeding's awkward. If purple doesn't build, okay, purple does build. I could still build the hearth here and assume that red's not gonna take the next sheep grab, and then I could just take the next sheep grab to get through this stage, and then have a big so bake later. I could just straw thatched roof. Straw thatched roof into 4 wood is also pretty strong here. I'm not growing particularly speedily this game though, so I don't even know if I need 4 wood, and I don't even know if I want to. Building the next room here doesn't really matter. Red can't build. I guess Zulu can build again. Huh, wait, that's the awkward thing. Zulu can build again. Okay, Zulu being able to build again is maybe the bigger problem. Nah, well, I have to get Straw Thatched Roof out at some point. Yeah, I have to get this out at some point. And I can still just clay oven. I could just clay oven if I need to. Growth flips. I think I do just build here. I mean, I guess Zulu has to grow, so maybe I could take 4 wood and just double build. Never mind. I should take 4 wood and double build. Zulu has to grow here. Double building is quite good because of the fact that I have field fences and hedgekeeper. I have so much potential wood injection. So the double build's good. I can use clay oven to feed for a bit, and I still could think about hearthing later. Or I still could potentially just hearth and get through. Also, I don't even need to double build this round if purple respects starting. Purple might not start though if I don't build. If purple starts though, I could actually wait to build until next round, which would be really, really good. But red finally realizes they need to read and take some, so that's something. Zulu should grow and does. Hotter ceramics. Wowzers. Okay. Now it is tempted to take the clay oven. Do I need to slow down the childless player by taking the clay oven? I don't know. Purple is going to play adoptive parents. I think that's pretty awful. Their food in no way supports adoptive parents, but sure. Good luck, bro. I probably just have to double build here. If I double build here, Zulu's gonna get 6 clay because misery, but yeah, I think I gotta just double build. Well, do I have to just double build? If I don't double build, wait a sec. Red still can't build. Purple's always just gonna start to grow anyhow, right? So I can just build next round. Building next round just guarantees me a growth in round 8. I can just let purple grow next round and just not fight. I could just say we're not going to fight. The only danger is if red start players and let Zulu build the next room. Or Zulu. Wait, Zulu can build a room with this action. Wait, Zulu can still build. Zulu can still build. God dang it. Zulu being able to build is also just misery. Just not getting huge breaks, but not having terrible things, so whatever. Whatever. We could try to get both ovens this game as an alternative option, I guess. I could try to build clay oven here and try to really prioritize stone oven, but Zulu's just gonna stone oven, right? Yeah, Zulu might just stone oven. Zulu takes 6 clay here. Yeah. So maybe I should just hearth and just let Zulu have the stupid clay oven. I don't know. I don't know, team. Purple does start. I'm also being offered 6 wood. Oh, yikes. I don't think I can take 6 wood though because I got an improvement first action. So that's sad. That's sad. I'm also probably supposed to start player first action because Zulu probably can start build. God, misery all over. Just misery all over. Loam pit excavator. Okay, well that's a little better, but so there's a lot of clay in this game, a lot of effing clay. Purple is adopted here? Okay, I guess they can day labor again, and it's fine. Purple needs a pottery. That's what they need. Oh, lots of pressure here, team. Zulu just has too much value sitting after the bad players here. Zulu has so many resources, so many things they can do, including start build. I have to feed still, and feeding is probably clay oven. I'm in a lot of trouble, yeah. I'm just in a lot of trouble all over, is my thought. Zulu has so much tempo advantage here. I kind of want a hearth, but the other scary thing is if I hearth, red, I mean, I'd have to sow bake, I guess. Like, if I hearth, I would really just want the sheep. And red shouldn't bother with the sheep. Red has tons of food, and they need other things. But if I have to sheep, I'm still letting Zulu jump me in the growth queue. So I guess I have to clay oven into start player into grow, which I don't really want to do because I just hate my bake tempo here. I hate the clay oven because of the bake tempo. I really wanted to hearth, but I just don't have the actions to do it. I really like hearth too, Schmog, but it does cause a lot of issues here. Hearthing guaranteedly lets Zulu start build. Maybe I just let Zulu start build. If that's what Zulu does, I just accept that Zulu jumps me in the growth queue. God, that sounds pretty effing bad, but Hearth is so much better for me long term. It also means I'm just letting Zulu have the clay oven because I'm a bro. Ah, God, I hate everything here. Red should take 6 wood instead of the sheep also, right? I should just get the sheep back. I want the hearth. I want the hearth to feed this game. It's how I'd prefer to feed. It's what I want to do. Please take 6 wood into clay. Please take 6 wood into clay. Or take reed. For fuck's sake. I hate Arena sometimes. I hate Arena so goddamn much sometimes. Zulu gets 6 wood here and still can start build. I guess they might starve then, but for fuck's sake. What an effing stupid game sometimes. Just like. Red does not need a 6 food action here. Red needs everything besides a 6 food action. They needed to do other things, but I gotta just so bake 2 grain. Make me mega sad. But it was the risk I took. I knew I needed the sheep back. was the real answer, and I didn't get them. So I have to take a really ugly bake action. God damn it. I'm probably gonna play another game of Agricola after this and pray to God that I actually just get like put into the right seat position instead of getting put in fourth seat and drafting. Maybe I'm drafting too narrow. Am I drafting too narrow? Maybe I wasn't supposed to take field watching and straw thatched. Like maybe there's a way around that. God, it's normally good. You can't predict that there's gonna be players at the table doing terrible things. I just hope Zulu can't afford to jump me in the growth queue here. Like Zulu technically could eat a raw grain in order to jump me in the queue. Like Zulu can build here and then SP. And I just hope that Zulu decides not to do that. Okay, Zulu is renovating, so that's good at least. You think I'm getting a little tunnel vision on Hearth Animal Dealer? How is Clay Oven better though? That's what I'm actually genuinely curious on. You think Clay Oven's better for me? I just think Clay Oven's not that good when you don't have bake enablers. Like it's so many bake actions I have to force. Also, Zulu's not. Oh, Zulu does. I was gonna say Zulu not jumping me here is a huge gift. Zulu not jumping me means I actually do get the next two grows, and getting the next two grows here is actually huge. I can start grow, and that's also a big help. Because growing twice here is I still am actually in a very good spot if I grow twice here. Like I don't have a ton of victory point ceiling, I guess is the big problem, but if I have 4 actions for all of these rounds, that'd be a good spot to be in. I wish I didn't even have to start for the next growth. That would be amazing, but Doe is actually finally ready to build, so presumably Doe will actually... Well, actually Doe might... Wait a sec, team. Maybe I don't have to push this. Doe wants to double build, so Doe might actually let me double grow. Oh, unless purple. No, purple's gonna re-enter the queue. That's actually the problem here isn't red. The problem is purple's gonna be threatening the queue again. Wow, assisted tiller for Zulu. Sure, why the hell not? There's at least a day labor fight, but assisted tiller is why we got plowman so late. I mean, Zulu's still in a stupidly good spot here. Has tons of food, has some crops, can already fence out, has plow help, but we'll see. We're doing reasonable things still here. It's not like our position's awful, but it's obviously not ideal. But we get to grow this round, and we should just grow next round. We should just grow. There's no reason I can't grow. It's a lot of minor improvements that aren't good. That's actually the biggest issue. I don't even have enough minor improvements here. But we're day laboring first action team. That's how cool we are. So purple can build, red can build. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to just start. I gotta just do the start thing here. Locking up the grows is too good. It's too early. I think I do play flail instead of pitchfork because it's not even clear anybody's ever plowing this game at any time, and the food off flail is good. I can then grow woodfield, which woodfield's also going to be nice. Wow, red does build. Okay. So purple at least not growing again, which is good. Yeah, okay, you are correct that maybe Clavin was fine because I have flail. I could have done that. Yeah, it's possibly fine if I had done that. But oh well. Building a stable is usually wrong, but whatever. Red's just not a good player. Red's flailing about. Zulu is plowing on the plow space. That's interesting. I guess whatever. Zulu still gets to whatever. I obviously, my next 2 actions are growing. I guess I can play field. No, I can't even play field fences yet. I'm just growing nada in round 9. That part sucks. Growing nada in round 9 is not ideal, but Oh, purple also renovated. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Or no, they just renovated. Okay, they just renovated, and they're gonna build clay rooms. Yeah, that makes plenty of sense. All right, our position's still pretty good. If I also didn't plow in the wrong spots, I am still mad at my own stupid self for plowing in the wrong spots. But now I just plow here and fence these spaces. I mean, it should still be a good field fences. Next round is grow, and then some food. And then whatever. Wow, clay hut builder. There's so much effing clay in this game. So much clay in this game. There's so many resources actually. So being the first to four should be decent in a game that's high on resources. Winter caretaker for Zulu. Okay. Zulu's gonna sow bake as their last action. Okay. Everybody else is already in clay huts. Wow, fireplace for purple is ugly. That's ugly. I mean, I guess it's how they need to feed, but they're feeding so bad. This is why we don't excavate, everybody. You have to use this stone. You can't be doing this. You gotta you gotta play the well. You gotta play the pottery. You gotta use the stone. You can't do this. Oh yeah, Zulu doesn't have to feed yet. Duh, what am I talking about? Having to sow bake here. Yeah, Zulu's gonna fence. Okay. The animal pressure is high then. The food is pretty ugly at this table. Um, I guess I could just take 4 food next round. I could take 4 food next round and then set up for a huge sow bake in this stage. It's pretty good. It's pretty good actually. Regardless, we have to grow. Growing's mandatory. Nothing I can play. I mean, I can play field fences, but I can't actually build fences, so gotta grow nada, but that's fine. Growing nada here is still good. The board is stupidly jacked. Stupidly jacked. 3 stone for dough is interesting, given they have a mantelpiece. I guess they're just gonna try to get the well, but like the stone oven's already gone, so. But I am a little sad because my victory point ceiling via stone is looking sketchy, so I gotta have a very good farm at this point. Um, so gotta work on that still, but we got a lot of actions. Having a lot of actions is definitely good. Animal dealer should still be quite strong here in a sec, actually, to help with the points. We can have great animal points. Eventually, we renovate to clay pretty easily. Zulu getting another 6 wood action, though, is just so dumb. Like, Zulu's in such a good spot this game. Like, Doe clearly is not a good player. Like, Doe is just leaving so much effing value. Like, how is Doe not taking 6 wood there? Wow, plow driver. No wonder nobody cared about plow. Plow driver cultivator, we're actually renovating. That's why we haven't been using our stone. Although, how are we feeding? Wait a sec. Nobody took these? How are you planning to feed? I'm pretty sure I just take these sheep to feed right now. Or do I could play animal dealer and then take the pigs or the sheep to feed? Actually, oddly, I think that's what I do. Even though the board's stupidly rich here, I think I play animal dealer. Like, Zulu probably takes the sheep on the wheel and then so bakes, or Zulu might even plow. I don't know. I'm gonna get animal dealer rolling and then take an animal here. And maybe I am too locked into animal dealer. Maybe I believe in the truth of animal dealer too much. I'm gonna have to eat a raw grain also this way, but I think that's okay. Well, actually, if I get the boar, I don't have to eat a raw grain. Pottery gets snagged by dough. That's good move. That's a good move, dough. That is doe's best move thus far. Oh, wow. And the day labor reno spot gets blocked, which makes sense. So Blue Sky wanted to reno pottery, probably, and just got a little wrecked. Blue Sky should need to take the sheep here, actually. Blue Sky takes the sheep and then renovates. Yeah, that's what has to happen. I might just stay start and get to take like an 8 clay action next round. There's worse things than 8 clay into reno clay oven. Sure, actually, yeah, sign me up for all of that. Sign me up for all of that. That's the dream. Wow, they're not even taking the sheep. They're taking the joinery. I guess there is actually a lot of wood in the game. Okay, fine. And it's just partly what they have to do to feed. Sure. I think adoptive parents, by the way, is awful here. Like, I don't understand people. I don't understand adoptive parents. Is what I don't understand. All right, this is more food. When's the Potter Starbucks combo coming? I don't know if they have one. I'm not convinced they have one. I think they're just so baking here. I literally think they're just so baking. Um, Pigs is net 5 food. This is also net 5 food. Oh, so I can take the sheep. Sure. Let's make Red's life a little harder. Not even Red, sorry. It's mostly Purple's life here. Well, again, actually, 4 food, never mind. There's tons of 4 food actions. I am leaving a pair of boar. That's maybe a mistake, but I'm just going to eat the sheep. We're clearly eating the sheep. This is all fine. This is all fine. We have a bunch of actions. We don't have a lot of resources, but we should stay start here. I think, well, maybe not. I think Zulu's so baking, though. Yeah, Zulu's so bake. So I get to open next round 8 clay or 5 wood. 8 clay sounds really good, though. 8 clay is just Reno clay oven. 8 clay is Reno clay. It could be 8 clay, 6 clay for me next round and Reno clay oven and build a clay room. I still am just not that worried about wood this game. There's a lot of wood, and I also just have Hedgekeeper field fences for wood. There's like a lot of wood, and I have a lot of actions. I do need defense. That's like fairly quickly because leveraging animals and stuff is very good, but aiming for a 5-room house and guaranteeing my 5th family member is actually pretty strong too. It's a decent way to make sure I have victory point ceiling, is winding up in a 5-room clay house with max fields, max pastures, max grain. Reno clay oven is just stupidly good though, I agree. Like, I'm taking 8 clay. And then if I wheel 6 clay, I think I take it though. Like 8 clay, 6 clay, Reno clay oven, build clay room is like very, very good overall too. But I'm definitely taking 8 clay because yeah, the snagging the clay oven is very nice here. Cows flip, so yeah, I mean Zulu's fences are about to pay off. Zulu should be taking animals here. Like Zulu's still in a good spot, but Zulu not being able to grow again is actually pretty big. I maybe am still winning this game as usual for all my counterwalling. Like the board is stupid here because of what other people have been doing. Like this board is absolutely jacked. 8 clay is a crazy action. 5 wood, 4 wood are great actions. 6 clay is a good action. Reed is a good action. The boar is a good action. 5 food's not particularly good, but for somebody it might be. Hey, Doe finally realized they needed wood. Look at that. Well done, Doe. Well done. Zulu does snap the boar. I think I'm getting 6 clay here. There's no way that purple needs 6 clay. I'm taking 6 clay as another room and saying, screw it, I don't need wood. I can take wood later. Everybody else needs wood, but I can get wood later. That's going to be my claim. My claim is that wood can come later for me. I will happily take the Reno clay oven, build another clay room line. Very happily do that. I will play Hedgekeeper. I will use Hedgekeeper in field fences. I will use Hedgekeeper in regular fences. I don't care. All of that is fine by me.
thinking Zulu not building a fourth room is a big mistake. That's where I am too. I think Zulu going for the red oven was like kind of forcing it that round. And I agree. I think Zulu not building a room is the biggest mistake. Like, I think 3 rooms is a good game. They're gonna have a pretty good 3 room game, but I think they could have accelerated really nicely by building another room. I think the fact that I got to grow, yeah, third and fourth this game is still looking quite good for me. I mean, the wood situation is obviously a little sketchy here, but it's really not because I have wood answers in my hand. So I'm gonna renovate clay oven here, obviously. Reno clay oven, and then possibly I sew bake. It's possibly correct to just well, but I can't sew wood yet. Maybe it's take 3 wood and then sew bake first action next round. I'm just a little scared that Zulu wants to sew bake again. But maybe not. Zulu doesn't really need to. Nobody needs to sew bake with priority. I probably am supposed to just take 3 wood here. Or do I run out? Well, okay, wait a sec. Do we get greedy? One option is to run out clay oven here, and if nobody takes 3 wood, I just get 6 wood. If these guys start player, then I take it. But I might get 6 wood, right? Zulu. Well, who knows what Zulu does? Purple could fence. Purple could take 3 wood. Purple could start player, but let's try to green out 6 wood. Let's try to get lucky. Let's try to get some luck. And we don't really need a 3 wood action all that bad. We have enough other good actions at the moment. Oh, I can bake again at the moment. Huh, do I even want to bake more grain? I should bake 1 grain, I get. 1 extra grain. Just for food tempo purposes? Yeah, that's fine. I have 1 extra grain here at the moment. For sure. Yeah, I definitely have 1 extra grain, so that's fine. Um, but I can always build clay room as this action. I can always hedge keeper this action. Okay, well I can't hedge keeper. Wow, pet lover for Zulu. That feels wrong also. Why are you pet lovering? Like there's gonna be a pair of cows and a pair of sheep for you next round. I don't agree with the pet lover. Yeah, I don't like the pet lover from Zulu at all, but hey, we get 6 wood. Oh, team. Okay, we're starting to get some breaks. We're starting to get the breaks. We are getting the breaks we wanted. I just build the room here, and then I open extra on 6 wood, and then yeah, yeah, yep. So this round is 6 wood, sow bake, hedge keeper, grow field fences. I think that's what this round is. I think this is 6 wood, sow bake, hedge keeper, field fences. Oh wow, we're gonna be forced to grow. Well, that's unfortunate. Do I actually want to grow next action? I really don't want to grow next action. Okay, I'm gonna let red grow. I think that's the answer. I'm just gonna let red grow. So then I might grain seeds. Grain seeds into sow bake, into hedge keeper, and just let red grow. I don't really care about growing this round. I could grow next round. I just really don't care. Yeah, I can grow next round. It's fine. I really need to start fencing and taking animals to help points. I probably need to wind up in a stone house, but double late stone here is awkward. Zulu getting all the animal pairs is going to be good, but Zulu's points, even with all the animals, they're going to be like good, but not great. I guess still stable. Zulu still has a very good game going, but I probably can catch up here. Oh, so bait gets taken. Well, that's rough. God damn it. Why you need to sow bake, dude? Why are you sowing a grain and a vegetable? I guess it's fine. You sow it one more time later this game. Okay, well that sucks. Not getting to sow here is pretty unfortunate, but I guess it's not necessary. Um, Growing with field fences is awkward though. I don't really want to grow with field fences yet, do I? Do I? I grow field fences, like take a pair of boars, try to breed them, and take the food stack. My fencing is awkward though if I don't actually play Hedgekeeper, I think. I think I do need Hedgekeeper. So I think I'm still not growing. So if I'm not growing, I kind of do need a feeding action. So maybe just 6 food is fine, or just taking the sheep again. Taking the sheep so Zulu doesn't get them might be fine here. And then I do get a house sheep that way. I mean, I'll have to take sheep again eventually is the awkward part, but not so baking here is actually going to slow me down for a sec. Take the sheep, play Hedgekeeper, Grain Plow is my round. Sheep, Hedgekeeper, Grain Plow. Grow next round. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Whew. Okay. Um. Yeah, that's a bit of a bummer, but it's okay. Um. Grain Plow. Grain Plow plus Hedgekeeper looks pretty good. Not getting so big was rough though. That's just rough. But alas. Purple's gonna start, that's fine. Purple can have whatever flips next round, I don't care. Stable, I also don't care about. I want 3 stone probably first action next round. I really want to push out some stuff. Like, I need victory point ceiling at this point, I think. I mean, I also need a farm, but... grain, or do I play Hedgekeeper here? Is anybody taking a grain on me? Red could take a grain, but red probably should plow. If I play Hedgekeeper, I can always take a veg. Or I could just fence, actually. I also could just fence if I play Hedgekeeper. Yeah, let's just play Hedgekeeper. Let's get that down. But I can actually fence, because I can, like, fence 7 here, and then still use field fences for the rest of the fences. So, like, fencing 7 here with Hedgekeeper, and then doing the rest is also fine. Actually, wait. What am I? Wait, I should. I also should fence a little weird here. Actually, right? I do intend to fence. I only intend to fence 5 spaces this game, right? I should leave. I definitely should leave myself 5 fields. I want 5 fields, 5 rooms, 5 pasture spaces. Red just takes food. That's fine. So I should just grain plow here then. Grain plow is good. A grain plow. That leaves me next round like 3 stone veg. 3 stone veg, maybe grain plow again, and then grow field fences. Or maybe it's 3 stone veg, so bake grow, because it's gonna be important too. So I actually should plow this space. I should be plowing this space later. If I'm God, maximizing field fences here is very tempting, right? So maxing field fences really means grain plowing this round and next round. And I'm probably supposed to do that. So maybe the veg just comes like real late. I don't know. Zulu's gonna pet lover the boar. Interesting. That just doesn't feel very strong, but maybe he doesn't have anything better to do. That's fine. I definitely need to take some animal pairs late. Purple's gonna fence. Yep, okay, that makes sense. That's fine. That's fine. I will just grain plow here. Grain plow. I don't know. We got a lot to do. Zulu has a clear points lead, but is they're not that point capped, but they're not that point free. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's an interesting game between Zulu and I think. Purple. Wow, purple fence tight. That part's interesting. Like, what are you doing with all this space, purple? Unless they have a hedge, not a hedge keeper, a hide farmer I haven't seen. Which a hide farmer would be sweet for purple, but is there a hide farmer? I don't know. If there's not a hide farmer, I feel very far ahead of purple. I'm probably just ahead of purple anyhow. I have so many points coming in off of what I'm doing. I mean, purple has 2 points round off plow, but also like, I guess taking animals and stuff is good for purple. They only have 3 actions. I'm about to have 5. Well, they could get growth here. I hope it's not growth. Not growth is also best for me. Not seeing growth is very preferred. Um, but we'll see what we get. I mean, it's fine. Uh, Between field fences and hedge keeping twice, I actually don't need any more wood. I literally don't need wood. So that part's good. I have enough wood to fence fully. I'm not planting wood on wood field anymore, but being able to take, I agree. I agree that taking single animal actions in the last couple rounds and getting breeding pairs for them still is like a lot of extra hidden points for me. So that part's still really good for my game. Like that part is very good. Getting 3 stone here presumably is also, I think, pretty damn good. Even if it's just lumber mill, like 3 stone helps me. We don't hit growth, that's ideal. Plow sow being here is excellent. I actually can plow sow bake, by the way. If plow sow comes to me, I might take it just to make sure Zulu doesn't get it. No, I gotta take 3 stone. I think I have to take 3 stone. Wow, 3 stone gets taken first action. What the hell? What the hell? The well is still out there? Okay, fine. The well is still out there. Okay. Well, then I just take plow sow bake, right? This is fine. This is fine. Nobody else can have you. None of the rest of you can have this, and that's fine by me. Do I just sow 4 grain here? No, I just sow 3 grain probably, right? That means I'm probably supposed to bake 1 more grain though, right? What am I doing with this grain? Never mind, I gotta restart. I should only sow 3 grain, but I should bake 1 more at the moment. I should just bake these 2 and just sow 3, and that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We get 1, 2, 3, 4 wood off field fences plus another off hedge keeper. So fencing here is actually pretty good. I can fence, grow field fences, and be fenced out. So then maybe I do just take 2 stone though. 2 stone's at least lumber mill at some point. I had wanted to try to renovate, but I'm gonna become point cap pretty fast too. I mean, I can also go for stables, but well, or no, I can fence and try to take animals here. Fence into the pair of cows is quite good. Fence into the pair of cows is actually really good. I need to start taking animals. Yeah, getting cow. I should fence and then take animal, and then just try for 3 stone next round or something. But Why are you opening stone, dude? You can't open. You don't have actions. The well is not that good when it takes 2 actions. Like, if you take 3 stone here into the well, it's 2 actions for 4 points and 2 food. That's fine. But plow sow is just a 3 point action. Like, the pigs were a 3 point action. Like, you don't have time. You don't have time for the well. You have the joinery. What are you doing with my stone? What are you doing with my stone? Why did we fence tight? With well, whatever, whatever. Again, we should be happy our opponents are making mistakes. I just, just am baffled sometimes. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm also running out of points. Well, not that much yet. But fencing is still 9 points growing, so I'll be at 34 at the end of this round, plus probably 2 cows. So I'll be 37 at the end of this round with 10 actions. Even if those actions aren't that point rich, I should still hit a 50 this game pretty easily. Purple's going to re-up start, which also makes enough sense. They really want that growth action. Wow, a trident. Trident's dying with me. We don't need it. We actually don't need more food in this game, so... I'm just gonna fence like this, and then we grow field fences, and that's the rest of our fences, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are 3, plus another 3, so 7 of them are free. And we already built... I'm actually gonna have extra wood, aren't I? I don't even know. Whatever. This is fine for the moment, though. I'm definitely growing, so... I eventually need to take that veg action for myself. That veg is important. 3 stone is blocky for purple, opens up BMW. I, I, can purple afford to be blocky? Also, to be fair, despite all my complaining, plow sow bake was an excellent action for me. Plow sow bake was an excellent action, so like, whatever. I really can't be that sad about plow sow bake there. It does appear I could have actually sowed onto Woodfield, though. I might have miscalculated how much wood I had. No, I guess I'm using most of my wood. Whatever. But I really don't think purple can afford to be blocky. They need to score their own points. They need to use the stone, but whatever. If I get 3 stone into the well next round, that's fine by me. Does wood in the wood field count for joinery? Well, it doesn't. It does not, because the guilds are very explicit in their wording. Guilds are very explicit in their wording. Oh, actually, the guilds are not very explicit in their wording on this site. That's annoying. In revised edition, you have to hand in these resources in order to score the points. So if you literally don't have them in your supply to hand in, you can't score them. They simplified what this looks like compared to what the card in person is, but anyhow, the point is I can't get a joinery. The joinery is gone, so no joinery. Joinery not a thing. Not a thing. Joinery not an option. Okay. We grow field fences here. We're gonna take the points lead. We probably are just winning this game then, because five family member thing is excellent. We build a bunch of fences. Fencing. We're gonna have some animal capacity problems, but oh well. Oh, maybe we don't have animal capacity problems. This game we just aim for 4 sheep, 4 cows, and 3 pigs. That's totally fine, actually. This is good. Your favorite mechanic is that with clearing spade, you can plant 1 wood on the wood field, spade 1 onto the other wood space, and even spade the last onto an empty field. Oh, I'm not even sure that's actually how it's supposed to work, but I don't doubt in a second that that's how it does work. But I'm taking 3 stone first action. The sheep are also like quite good here, but the pigs are fine. I need a bit of food, so that part's awkward, but it works. I understand. Sorry, I understand that it definitely works. You did it, but because BGA allows it, doesn't mean that's how it's supposed to be. That just means it's what currently is working. I'm taking 3 stone here. 3 stone into the well is excellent point ceiling for me because I'm running out of things to do. Even just lumber milling is still fine. Possibly getting a reno off is excellent. 6 wood into stables is excellent. Taking the veg, taking the sheep. I actually have a lot of points here. I'm not that point capped. This is fine. So planting was only relevant for tie break. I'd have 2 extra wood after last harvest. Yeah. Not planting the wood was fine. Not planting the wood was fine. But it does turn out I could have planted the wood field. But not planting the wood gives me like I can take the well here next action. If they let me. So I'm not sure that I don't just take the well, but I don't really know what I do here, to be fair. I actually have a lot of things for points, and I do need food. I probably have to take the sheep here, actually. The sheep feed me. Yeah, the sheep actually feed me through this harvest, which is not trivial. Well, or I just take another pair of cows and I'm super fed. Whatever. I have enough ways to get food. I shouldn't be that worried about food. Zulu takes clay. Zulu's gonna build another room? What's Zulu doing with 6 clay? I don't know what Zulu's doing with 6 clay, but I don't think it matters. I think I've just won this game, right? Despite all my complaints, I've just put together a winning game. Zulu has a pretty lovely looking 3-person farm, but just not enough victory point ceiling or anything else to push them over the edge here. Like, they're still going to have a mid-40s probably by the time it's all said and done. Like, they have a 3-point sow. They're still breeding some animals. I don't know what the 6 clay was about. Oh, hey, the sheep are gone. Okay, well, that was kind of predictable that the sheep were going to be gone. But, oh, wait, nope. Is he realizing he has to take the well still? You gotta take the well, bro. You took 3 stone. What's it for? You gotta use it. Go use it. Give me the sheep. Take the well. That's fine. I'll take that trade. I don't really care. Hey, that's what it is. He's taking the well. That's fine. This is part of why taking 3 stone last round's not that strong, everybody. Forces you to do awkward tempo things too, but whatever. Whatever. I take these sheepies. This is fine. I will take the sheeps. Nope. I'll definitely take boar. I will take sheep. I would take 6 wood for stables, I guess. Yeah, 6 wood's actually quite good here still too, right? 6 wood into stables. It's fine. Read into BMW is 5 points. Yeah, that's 5 points for 2 actions. It's not awful. I mean, I currently am looking towards just taking 2 stone and renovating. So that's also just 2 actions for 5 points. Plus, I could actually like reno stable next round, so it might actually be 2 actions for 6 points. So I'm not that interested in BMW, but meh. It's not. It's definitely not a wild thought. I just prefer. I guess I prefer going for the reno. I think I prefer. I think I do prefer the reno line, right? Because the major could get blocked. I don't like major tempo, but renovation's not getting blocked. We'll see. We'll see. I just want the pig back if I can get the pig back. If I don't get the pig back, I take a veg. Well, do I take 6 wood? 6 wood into stables is still pretty good too. I'll probably take 6 wood above taking the veg. Probably. I don't know. We'll see. When you can't choose, just get both. Yeah, I mean, both is always a nice option. So actually, how is Doe not? How is this guy not taking 6 wood again? By the way, how is this not 6 wood? We got our muckrake and stables. We just don't care about fencing. I guess we just don't care about fencing, but Zulu starts. Sleeping quarter. Okay, now Zulu not building a room makes way more sense. Wait a sec. Okay. Are we scared of Zulu again? We're more afraid of Zulu. Uh, yeah. That's a little scary. It's just a little scary. I think we're still winning, but now Zulu not building another room makes way more sense. 6 wood goes. That's a bummer. I was about to take 6 wood into stables, because stables were good for my victory point ceiling, but not an option anymore. And going for stables is just a mistake at this point, because Zulu might just have to first action stable, but like or Zulu yeah Zulu's growing here, but like Zulu doesn't have anything better to first action, so I'll just take the pigs. It does mean I still need a food action here, so that part's a little awkward, but I guess I could just take a food action. Yeah, I can just take a food action here. I can take vegetable and then just take food. Sheepwalker better than pigs. Oh, that's an interesting argument, Gordon. Maybe. Ugh, veg just got taken. Well, now Sheepwalker's a better option. Now Sheepwalker's a better option because I can Sheepwalker 2 veg into So Bake. Like, I get So Bake here. And that means I then have to eat. Oh, I have to eat the 2 veggies that come out, so that part's a little gross. But it also means I can't get reno blocked, though. If I play Sheepwalker, I can't get blocked on renovation. Yeah, this is still fine. It still looks like 50 is enough to win this game. I mean, like, purple's clearly not breaking 50, red's clearly not breaking 50, red's taking all the reads, so fine. But, like, Zulu has a 3-point grow with 3-point stables, and then a couple breeding. I guess Zulu's going to hit nearly 50. Zulu still has a very nice game, but I should still just win it. So, not having an extra grain at the moment is sad because now I wish I did have one more grain because I'm so baking. But oh, hey, we still do get to plant the wood field though. Look at that. We still get to plant the wood field. Boom. Okay. So yeah, I mean we're already at 45. We're breeding a couple points. I guess we're eating a couple points. But I have a guaranteed reno. I can't play lumber mill anymore though, so that part's slightly sad. But renovating stable is still fine. Playing wildlife reserve is actually okay. Oh, not that I can play wildlife reserve. But I guess yeah, just taking some more animals and stuff as points too. This is gonna be okay. This should still be good. Should still be good. Should be a win. So yeah, this round I really just want to renovate. I want to get 2 vegetables. Am I playing more after? I might play one more. I also want to do stuff around the house. I want to do some solo gaming today, but I was probably going to at least stream two. So it's really just a question of do I do one more now or do I do one more later today? Teal caps at about 50-ish. Yeah, again, Zulu has a very nice game, but I agree. I think Zulu in like the best case scenario scores 50, and I think I'm like 52, almost guaranteed. Um, like I get to renovate stables, so that's 6 points, so that's already 50. And then I do need to find I still have four action, like I still have quite a few actions after that though. It's like find a couple veggie options, which is like two sheep or two veggies. Take a little more food, which is like take the cows, but like I guess everybody wants the animals, so like the animals are gonna be fought for here, but I should be able to gather up a couple of points worth of food and veggies, so it's smooth sailing, yeah. Five actions versus players doing questionable things, looking unsurprisingly good yet again. Yeah, I mean, that is essentially just the answer, right? The answer is like Zulu played a three-room game because they had Sleeping Corner and just got to grow first and did strong stuff. Good for Zulu. I think just sticking hard to the three-room game is reasonable. So cool, that's what they did. Um, and they're going to score quite well for it. But these two players just made a lot of questionable choices, and even though I was mad at a lot of their questionable choices, still going to just be good enough. Good enough value for me just to do everything. Also, I mean, Field Watch and Straw Thatch Roof just has to be good. Like I have easy way to get max fields and max grain, and I never need reed. Having to take Reedstone food this game was still super annoying though too. Like right, like oh, what were the break points? I don't think I actually had huge breaks this game. That's the crazy thing. Well, mainly the benefit was that these players were doing things that let the board be very rich. They just weren't taking good actions. And so the board was more rich than it should be for everybody. Zulu also benefited a lot from that. Zulu got multiple 6 wood actions, but like basically Zulu and I just took better things off the board more consistently. Um so that happens. Um, all right, what do I actually want to do, team? I think I just take the cows as my food action. I need a lot of food, and taking the cows is great. Well, yeah, to be fair, I agree. I would rather have Zulu's hand. Zulu is also second seat. I passed Childless in the draft. I took Field Watchman first because I was fourth seat, and fourth seat Childless is just so awkward, and fourth seat Field Watchman is safer. And I mean that turned out to be true. Um, but it actually turned out I could have run four seat childless this game, but who would have? Who knows that? Anyhow, I think I am just taking cows first action. I actually need a lot of food still, and so taking the 7 food action looks great. And then I'll try to take stone or sheep. Um, but yeah, anyhow, the big breaks. The only other big break this game actually is I did get a 6 wood action this game. Also, I too did get a 6 wood action. Um, I was able to greet one round when I was just start player. Like I got 6 wood at like the start of round 11. Uh, but like I was kind of watching for that and like saw it coming, partly, but also just partly like left myself open to that luck. But that was fortunate. Oof, the sheep already goes, so that's a bummer. Did this guy eat all this sheep? What the hell? Bro, you took sheep last round, right? Oh no, you didn't ever take sheep. That's right, because you took the well. Okay, well, 2 stone then. 2 stone at least. Then I'm just turning the sheep into veggies anyhow, maybe? I don't know. My points actually are suffering a little bit here. It's hard to score. All the animals. I guess veg is a 1 point action. And then God, what else is points? Veg is a 1 point action? Not even really though, right? I can currently turn 2 sheep into 2 vegetables. And if I don't touch any sheep, I get a point. But if I take a vegetable... Well, if I take a vegetable, I still be able to breed the sheep? No, that's not better than just turning 2 sheep into 2 veggies. Awkward. You think childless is better than begging student? I'm not sure that's true. I'm very not convinced about that, but childless is very good. But you're not a good player. I don't think that's true, but whatever. Um, okay, so we're renovating with a stable. That takes us to 49. We're breeding. Oh, well, okay, we are at 52 literally if we do nothing. 52 while doing nothing is good. Zulu does have an organic. Okay, that's pretty sick. Organic's very good for Zulu, but then Zulu grows, and then Zulu breeds. So Zulu's at 51 at best. Yeah, so Zulu hits 51. So is Reno plus wildlife better than passing the stable? Oh, I guess I play for resource tiebreaker. Like, who cares about passing the stable to a guy that has no wood? Like, I don't care about passing the stable, but that's an interesting. It was a fair question to think about. Um, I still don't even think taking this vegetable is correct though, right? Just 2 sheep to 2 veggies is just better here than anything else, right? 2 sheep to 2 veggies. So it does mean I have 2 actions here. Or like I could take wood into wildlife reserve and then still renovate stable, and that's probably the way I maximize my score here, even though that sounds absolutely ugly and gross and disgusting because it is. Oh, unless there's any major worth building. Not for me. I guess I'm going to do that. I'm gonna build wildlife reserve here, and then I'm gonna take wood and then renovate stable, and turn 2 sheep into 2 veg. I'm perfectly fed at the moment. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Reed sheep to stone, Renault BMW. I don't think that's better. I don't think that's better than what I'm doing. I think that's 1 point worse if we do the math on it. Or maybe it's exactly the same. No, it's not exactly the same because now I'm not using my sheep for veg points. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's worse. Purple did nearly fill their farm by the end, so good for them on that at least. Purple doesn't have that bad of a score. Red doesn't have that bad of a score either, to be fair. So despite me claiming these guys are doing particularly dubious things, I mean, to be fair, Red has a 40-point game without fencing, which is kind of wild. But actually, it's 41 as soon as they reorganize their animals. I still have a person left. I do. Nobody can Renault block me. Good. Okay. You thought the reed stack was still there? Oh, yeah. If the reed stack was still there, that might have been fine. But purple took the reed stack for some reason. Red has a hide farmer. I mean, that would be sweet, but they don't. No, I mean, to be fair, Red's just not a particularly good player. Red did a lot of things that were not particularly good this game. The main thing Red did wrong is Red played this stupid geologist, which I get they wanted a bunch of clay for their game, but like, probably don't play geologist. But beyond all that, the biggest issue is if you're going to play geologist and you're going to be offered 6 wood and a clay action, take the 6 wood and a clay action. Like, Red ignored 6 wood and a clay like twice this game at points where they definitely were supposed to just do that. And the fact that they didn't is baffling. I'm going to do my Sheepwalker conversions now because I think doing Sheepwalker during the harvest occasionally makes the game absolutely hate you. So we're going to avoid the game hating us. And we'll stable here. Our sheep can live in a palatial pasture. And yeah. All right, we score 54. It looks like nothing wrong with a good old 54 though. We're still 10 points clear of purple, like 10 points clear of red. Zulu had a very nice game. They played very well. I think it's just the other players need to contest the board better. Basically, like if you're running a lower action game, you have to hope that the person pursuing growth is not being left too much value. And I was allowed an 8 clay, a 6 clay action. Like I had a round where I got 8 clay plus 6 clay, which let me renovate clay oven and build a clay room. I was then later given 6 wood. Like those actually, yeah. If we're going back to the biggest break was after I it was a couple things. I was allowed to grow third and fourth because nobody else pushed me in the growth queue. So I did get to force my way into growing 8 and 9. And then after growing in 8 and 9, I am at 4 family members and I get excellent actions. I get 8 clay, I get 6 clay, I get 6 wood during stage 4. That's not supposed to happen. So that's really the breaks here. We have a cow palace here, but I have a sheep palace. Yeah. Cow Prince is an occupation that's quite fun. Cow Prince is a card where you get 1 bonus point for each space of your board that has a cow. So like here we could try to like space our cows out into a bunch of different spots and get like a 4-point cow prince. It's quite a strong occupation in revised. Partly because bonus points are not that prevalent in revised, but someday we'll have cow prince roaming around. But yeah, good old 54 here. Feels good. I would like to not be fourth seat though. I'd like to do normal things again soon. This was fun though. I mean, this is technically normal stuff too, I guess. But you want to play with Ratcatcher? Well, that's a regional deck. That's not coming. But also a fun question is: I passed a wood barterer and a wood cart. Where did the wood barterer and wood cart wind up? Not that this game was particularly wood poor anyhow. I mean, again, red for some reason didn't use wood, but like there is a lot of wood in this game, but I'm still surprised that those cards just died. 0 bonus points, and we still got a 54. That feels good. I'm not actually sure the last time I had like no bonus points. I like bonus points mostly because I like points, but just a nice game. Feels good. Feels good. You had the wood cart. Oh wow, okay, yeah, everything made it to you. Why wouldn't it have all made it to you? Oh, but the wood barter might not have. Oh, well, you took childless. Maybe the wood barter still didn't make it to you though. Very nice game. Very nice 3-person game. The fact that red and purple were like leaving so much value on the board is pretty unfortunate though. You maybe still were supposed to just force a 4th room and get back in the queue, even though you have sleeping quarter, just because there was so much value. But like, it's so hard to make that read while you're playing, and you have, I mean, you scored 50 points on a 3-room game. Like, you did really nice things. You just needed me to be contained a little more, but I just got too much. I think the 4th room was only worth it because the other players made it worth it. But like, how do you know red is going to ignore 6 wood actions and keep giving them to you? How do you know the board is going to build up to 8 clay, 6 clay, etc.? Like, I don't know if you can make those reads. I agree with you that your 3-room game plan is like very strong here and it's very good. So I don't blame you for what you did. I'm just saying, in hindsight, maybe the 4th room actually turns out to be correct just because the other players were leaving such crazy stacks on the board. And to be fair, the one of the reason you maybe want to push for a 4th room is just because you did decide to actually play Pet Lover and Tiller, and both Pet Lover and Tiller like love you to have lots of actions, right? You want to be Pet Lovering on lots of actions. You want to be Tilling on lots of actions, all things being equal, because like you're not actually taking great actions. So you want the board to be kind of like, basically the problem is you wanted the board to be kind of ugly, and the board was not ugly. The board was great most of the game. So you got so many good wood actions that were supposed to happen. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, red decided not to build wood rooms, and they also decided not to fence. Like, Red must have used. They only used 8 wood this game or something. I mean, let's look actually. Red took like no wood, which, by the way, if you're playing Geologist, again, your dream should be getting a 6 wood plus a clay action. But yeah, Red took 8 wood. 8 wood. Let everybody else take 20 plus wood, which, yeah. The fact that I got an 8 clay and a 6 clay action this game, though, is also, yeah, just like so nice. Wow, no clay from the board for Blue Sky, just loam pitting and excavating. I mean, again, excavator just adds so much crap to the game, too. And loam pit. I mean, this is just that classic problem of like, this is part of why I don't love excavator. Like, purple added so many resources to the game, and the guy that benefited is the guy that grew rapidly. I built a bunch of rooms and got to soak up all the extra resources that were in the game, and then I just win because of it, because I just got to use the most stuff, basically. Always dangerous, so. Oh well. You never thought when you drafted Organic that you were gonna play it for 3 too with that many animals. Yeah, yeah. It was a weird. I mean, it was a very weird game. You and I played quite well, and these two made a lot of questionable choices. Basically, is my thought. But not that Purple's game's that bad. I just think Purple just like. I just think Excavator Loam Pit, even though it's fun, it's just not that good unless you can really leverage the resources. And to leverage the resources, you need a lot of actions. And this hand decides not to go for a lot of actions, decides to go for Plow Driver. Plow Driver's a great card, but I think you literally just drop Excavator from this game plan. I guess it gave him the stone to renovate Plow Driver faster, so like maybe, but it's tough. It's tough. You inject so much crap into the game. You're just not interacting with the board. You're taking day labor so many of the opening rounds that it makes everybody's actions better. But he first moved Excavator. That was the other thing that frustrated me. I did not want Reedstone Food in round one. I wanted Field Watchman. I'm a little mad that he played Excavator in round one. Like, he rushed out these Ox in order to rush out Loam Pit, and I just don't know if it's worth it, but oh well. Anyhow, everybody, I have decided, well, I talked about maybe doing a second. I'm not actually. Oh, hey, Loki's supposed to get a treat too. Hey, buddy. Oh, yeah, you're jumping up. Look at you, sleepy boy. I've decided I'm going to go do a couple other things. I might still stream around noon or something. Like, I'm very likely to play another at some point today, but I think I'm going to go do a couple other things for a bit. So we'll probably get one more Agricola stream later today. But for now, we will end with the cute old Loki. Yeah, good boy. Yeah. And we'll head off here. I don't think there's a lot else to say about this one. I guess I could go look at the overall standings one more time, just because I'm curious what it's looking like. But yeah, see you around, Zulu. Thanks much for the game. It was really good. It was a really nice game from you. Really cool hand. Okay, so I'm close to some players. Lumen and Silent are pretty up there, but I'm getting wins, even though I'm in some really tough positions lately. My last 2 streams here are 4-seat games where I don't like how things are going early, but just taking enough good actions and hoping that the board continues to stay rich can work, I guess. I don't know exactly what the moral of everything is. You just keep taking good actions on average, though, and you can pull out wins. Something. But yeah, we'll see. Good times. I mean, I guess the other answer is Field Watchman's still a good card. That might just be the case. I'm also I'm still on Team Animal Dealer. Everybody too. Animal Dealer is just food and points. Food and points are good cards. Keep passing me Animal Dealer though, please. Please don't everybody take it. Don't realize the lovely power of Animal Dealer. But anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna head off for now. I'll probably play later, though. But we'll see. We'll see if I get hooked on to doing other things. Thanks all for hanging out, chatting. It's been good as always. I will see everybody around later.